In what was the second half of a back-to-back, the Edmonton Oilers have their win streak halted at 3 games with a 5-3 loss to the Minnesota Wild. Tony Brar here alongside Josh Park as Kaprizov led the way offensively for the home squad, a goal and 2 assists in what was a tough circumstance for Edmonton.
Yeah, Tony, Jay Woodcroft has said in the past, this team is not in the business of making excuses, but if you wanted to, there's a lot of excuses you could make for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Of course, they're missing 4 of their top 9 forwards, second half of the back-to-back. They got in really late in Minnesota last night, and they're playing a really good Wild team. So, there's a handful of regulars out of the lineup for the Edmonton Oilers, and, Draisaitl and McDavid north of 25 minutes last night. So it was a tough scenario for this Oilers team. I thought they battled early pretty good, but unfortunately, obviously, they fall at the hands of the Minnesota Wild.
And by all accounts, they got in their hotel rooms after 3 a.m. after that late start in Chicago last night. All right, in the Oilers Plus pregame show, we talked about a couple of keys to victory for the Edmonton Oilers. They needed to score first. They were able to accomplish that. However, their record now falls to 8-2 in that regard when they are able to score first, and also winning the special teams battle. The Oilers PK letting them down once again as they surrendered 2 power play goals against in 3 Minnesota Wild opportunities.
And if you're the Oilers, especially considering the circumstances of the players that are out of your lineup right now, if you're going to win at one thing, you got to win the special teams battle. And their power play has continued to be good on this season, but the penalty kill is still leaving a little bit to be desired for this team. So for them, you want to use your penalty kill and your power play as a way to swing momentum for you. And if you want to be a tough team to play against, we've talked about this team focusing in on that, then you got to be good on the penalty kill. So for Jay Woodcroft and his group, an opportunity to continue to work on that, of course, as they look to improve on it for Saturday.
They not only want to be a tough team to play against, but also a tougher team to play against on home ice. We've heard Leon Draisaitl reference that a few times in the opening couple of months of this season. They begin a 4-game homestand on Saturday against the Montreal Canadiens in what will be a demanding schedule in the month of December.
And you're going to have a really good idea of what you have in this Oilers team when it comes to January 1st. So for the Oilers, like you mentioned it, they'll come home on Saturday. They'll play the Montreal Canadiens, and that'll start a stretch of games where they're going to play every second day for, I think, a series of 4 games. So for the Oilers, I would say your strength of opponent maybe doesn't necessarily measure up to the caliber that you saw in November, but like you mentioned, a really concentrated amount of games in 1 month. So for the Oilers, it's going to be a real test for this lineup.
Well, a 5-3 result in favor of Minnesota sees the Edmonton Oilers record fall to 13-11. They gun for win number 14 on Saturday when they host Le Bleu Blanc et Rouge for Hockey Night in Canada.